the most part, any situation that I get myself into, I manage to get away out of it.
Okay. I just got one more question, and some of the men can chime in on this as well. So let's say your wife says, if there's anything going wrong, I want you to let me know. Are you letting her know, or are you still keeping certain things away from her if it doesn't? I'm not talking about nothing sneaky and nothing like that, but things that you deem for her not to have to worry about it. I got it. Do you still tell her, or do you just keep it to yourself?
Um, if it's a situation that I can handle, a lot of times I don't, and that could be looked at as good or bad. But I try not to add any additional stress to her. Honest with most things, but as far as like things that I know, like, all right, look, I'm gonna handle this. I know I can fix it. Like if it was a financial issue or something, then yeah, I'm gonna at me as a man, I would just want to take care of that. And some of that could be just ego, right? But a lot of that is not also wanting to put that stress on my wife.
Just keep people out your game room. Game room meaning your business. Let me go ahead and play this clip.
Yourself tactfully, and a part of tactfully is keep people out of your game room. Your game room meaning your plans, your mind, what's going on in your mind, how you feel. That's what we call game room. Everybody don't have to know how you feel. Everybody don't have to know what's on your fucking mind. You don't have to wear this shit on your fucking sleeve. That makes you an easy target. People know how to come at you. People are strategizing and plotting on bringing you down. And the more they know, the easier it is for them to. But it's easy because the way you express yourself. Every time you get mad, you're saying everything. You know about everything. You got an opinion on every fucking thing. You got an opinion on every fucking body. You easily moved. You just wear your shit all over the place. You expressing yourself, right? Cool. But you're not doing it in a tactful way. And all you're doing is exposing yourself and making the target on your back a lot bigger. And you're making it easier for people to do what they need to do.
In other words, you're sloppy with your emotions, right? Keep people out your game room, your business. What are your thoughts about that? I'm gonna go ahead and start with you first, Trey Smooth.
All right. There's definitely some truth to that. When you allow people to get into your mind, it's the easiest way to give your strategy away. There's so many reasons to sometimes just be silent, right? As far as wearing your heart on your sleeve, a lot of people use that against you. You just have to sometimes keep some thoughts to yourself, especially your weaknesses, because people will harp on that and actually uh, strategize against you. So, yeah, me personally, I definitely don't do that. Whatever I got on my mind, I deal with it as a man. I feel like it's good for men to internalize a lot of their issues. If some people you can trust to help you, but you have to be very careful. Or unless it's people that have really proven themselves over time, I don't allow people to get into my business at all. It works with men and women, in my opinion.
All right. So when things are getting up under your skin, when you are irritated and frustrated, like how do you express
Oh,
that? You just keep it to yourself.
I'm gonna tell you. No, what I normally do, yeah, I don't let things bother me, man. Like it's just about working on the strategy and having a laser focus on your goals. So there are some things about if I sat there and think about all of the stress and everything that I do with and how much pressures there are in life, I don't even know what I would do with myself. So what I do is I handle. I worry about what I can control. I do the best to get out of situations, but I never let it get to me. You just put it to the side. All right, this is what I'm gonna deal with. You start to compartmentalize, and you deal with it in the most positive manner possible. So there's positive things you could do as a man. You could sit there, you can work out. For me, it's being productive. I never really stop to think. Right. Only time that I'm in my thought is when I'm strategizing. Even if I'm faced with some type of an issue, then I'm just thinking about how I'm going to resolve it. But to focus on it, to harp on it, to let it get me down, or to put that on other people. And that's another thing. I just don't like to give pressures to anyone around me, right? Whether it be my wife, whether it be my people's. If it's a problem that I know that I can deal with, then I'm just going to probably keep it to myself and just figure out a way to get out of the situation on my own. But letting people know, it's just, I feel like it's putting extra pressure on them because I understand people have their own issues and there are some things you can talk about. But if that person is not there to help you directly, then I don't see the point in expressing it. And as far as complaining, I never had that mentality as a grown man. You know what I mean? As a child, sure, you might think like that. But as a man, we supposed to be problem solvers. So when we're faced with issues, we have to solve it on our own. If you have people that are productive that can help you, that's one thing. But for the most part, any situation that I get myself into, I manage to get away out of it.
Okay. I just got one more question, and some of the men can chime in on this as well. So let's say your wife says, if there's anything going wrong, I want you to let me know. Are you letting her know, or are you still keeping certain things away from her if it doesn't? I'm not talking about nothing sneaky and nothing like that, but things that you deem for her not to have to worry about it. I got it. Do you still tell her, or do you just keep it to yourself?
If it's a situation that I can handle, a lot of times I don't, and that could be looked at as good or bad. But I try not to add any additional stress to her. Honest with most things, but as far as like things that I know, like, all right, look, I'm gonna handle this. I know I can fix it. Like if it was a financial issue or something, then yeah, I'm gonna. At me as a man, I would just want to take care of that. And some of that could be just ego, right? But a lot of that is not also wanting to put that stress on my wife. You know what I mean? So if it's a situation that I feel like I could maneuver out of, then I'm just gonna go ahead and handle that.
All right. I'm gonna go to Sean, then Sweeney. Sean, Antonio, what are your thoughts, sir? Keeping people out your game room.
Man, I think it's really important. What I realize is that people have the ability to influence thought. They have the ability um, to plant seeds that would normally be grown or cultivated there. For instance, with me being an entrepreneur, depending on who you're telling your thoughts to or your plans to, um, it can plant seeds of doubt. And for y'all who are entrepreneurs, you know that those seeds of doubt, they can at some point come back to haunt you because they can grow at some point. So just for me personally, what I figured out is that number one, I don't need to keep running my thoughts by people, even my ideas, because they were given to me for a reason. I learned number two, don't wait for other people's validations with your thoughts, with your dreams, and things like that. And when I got to the point where I could kind of master those, I feel like I was in a better place as an entrepreneur.
Sweeney, it's on you.
As far as the topic, I'm in agreement with Trev and Sean. I wouldn't necessarily say keep people out of your game room, but make sure you're selective on who you allow into your game room, more so than anything, because there is strength in numbers to a degree. There is strength in being able to bounce ideas off of people. There's strength in being able to have somebody to lean on when you need them. So you know what I mean? So you got to be vocal at some point about things that's going on your mind and everything. But yeah, I definitely would say that you should most definitely be careful about who you speak to and who you let into your business, because there are a lot of people out there that want to see you fail. Well, there are people out there that want to see you fail. I ain't gonna say there's a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't too many people give a damn about you anyway. But yeah, I think keep shit to yourself unless there's and find the right people to put around you to even talk about it.
All right. B. Madden, what are your thoughts about it, sir?
Yeah, so honestly, I feel like collaboration does help when it comes to one as an entrepreneur. You need people that you can lean on, that you trust, maybe other entrepreneurs, maybe in different fields and whatnot. I'm a big believer that you keep your circle small already. You keep your circle tight. So you gain inspiration, from the strangest places, from the most random things. I believe you should have a couple people that's close to you that you can bounce ideas around with. But you never truly reveal your full plan with anybody. That's just how I move. That's just how I see it.